Experts are looking at health and wellness on a whole new level, the cellular level. A company called ASEA has developed a groundbreaking technology that is able to replicate molecules that are native to the body and are essential to total health and wellness.
What got me excited about redox signaling technology is when I understood the science. When my athletes can recover day after day at a much higher level, then they're able to perform at a higher level, which produces a more fit athlete.
As a dermatologist, I see a lot of new science, but I'm really excited about Renu because it targets the cellular health.
So when you have a scientific breakthrough as powerful as ASEA's technology, it's incredibly important to have scientific validation.
ASEA invests in research at independent laboratories, which is wonderful because they say, here, you test it, and wherever the chips fall, they fall, because they have confidence in the product.
My research group has been working with ASEA for several years, and what I think we have been most impressed with is that this company is very serious about doing the right kind of research.
Although you may not have heard of redox signaling before now, it's not a new area of science. What is new is the ability to supplement the body's own redox signaling molecules for overall health that starts in the cells.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday night ASEA Zoom presentation. My name's Terri Malmed, and I'm very happy to be here tonight with some really special guests. Tonight, we have Dr. David Silverman, Dr. Foster Malmed, Drs. Pilar Labriola, and Drs. Joe Labriola. Good evening, everybody.
Hi, Terri.
Hi. I want to give you guys a little bit of background on these four amazing doctors that we have here. So I'm going to put on my glasses, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about them before we get this presentation started. So we have Dr. David Silverman with a DPM from William School College of Podiatric Medicine and postgraduate training at New York College of Podiatric Medicine. Dr. David Silverman now brings his expertise to ASEA's Medical Professionals Board. He was a member of the American Podiatric Medical Association, Maryland Podiatric Medical Association, and American Academy of Podiatric Sports Medicine. Dr. Silverman was also a diplomat of American College of Foot Surgery and American Board of Podiatric Orthopedics. That's a lot of podiatric stuff. And primary podiatric medicine, as well as a fellow of the American College of Foot Surgeons and the American Foot and Ankle Orthopedics and Medicine. Welcome, Dr. Silverman.
Thanks, Terri. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Welcome.
Thank you.
Next, we have Dr. Foster Malmed, with over 3 decades of experience as a doctor of chiropractic and a certified applied kinesiologist. Dr. Malmed is the past director of chiropractic education at Comfort Fit Labs Orthotics. He practiced for 5.5 years in a New York hospital, one of a select number of chiropractors in the country to have done so. His BA is from Syracuse University in New York, and his Doctor of Chiropractic degree is from Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa. He has been a member of the American Chiropractic Association, the International Chiropractic Association, and the New York State Chiropractic Association. Dr. Malmed is a diplomat of the Chiropractic Board of Examiners, and he is now an integral part of a multidisciplinary team of healthcare practitioners in a physical medicine, rehab, and wellness center. And he is thrilled to be a member of the ASEA Medical Professionals Board, so that much of his focus is in the future will be helping to share the message of ASEA's redox signaling technology. Welcome, Dr. Malmed.
Welcome. Hello, everybody. Thanks for inviting me.
And last but not least, we have the Drs. Joe and Labriola. They are board-certified chiropractors and owners of the Chiro Health Spa of Ramsey, a chiropractic and holistic wellness center in Ramsey, New Jersey. They both attained their doctorate degrees from Life University in Marietta, Georgia, and have advanced training in nutritional, functional medicine, spinal biomechanics, and structural correction of the body. And both Drs. Joe and Pilar are members of the Association of New Jersey Chiropractics and they have been using ASEA cellular health products in their practice since 2012 and are confident that they recommend for everyone in their lives, regardless of age, health, condition, or diet, the ASEA products. They're grateful for these products and ASEA as a company and love to share these amazing business opportunity. So welcome Doctors Joe and Pilar Labriola. They're platinum executives with ASEA.
Hi, everybody. We're still in our scrubs, so it's true. We are actually doctors.
So happy to have all of you with us here tonight. And I'm going to start with you, Dr. Silverman. I know that you have taken time off of the road. You were driving and you pulled off the side of the road and jumped in to be on this tonight to share these amazing technology of ASEA, the redox signaling technology. So let's get started, shall we? So the big buzzword in the health, wellness, anti-aging, beauty, and medical community is redox signaling molecules. Dr. Silverman, can you please explain what these molecules do and why they're so important?
I will. Thanks for having me. And I ended up not getting on the road. We just had a huge presentation here in, Dr. Melagrana is an MD here. He's a urologist, and he had a very large presentation in his office. He became a believer after using the products himself. So I didn't have enough time to get on the road to go back from Annapolis to back into Bethesda. So I had an ice Greek salad. I ate it in 5 minutes, and now I'm sitting in the lobby of his building, and people are looking at me like I'm crazy. Anyway.
Well, lucky for us that you're not on the road, because I know you were going to pull over to do this. So we're really appreciative of you being here.
My pleasure. I might anything for you guys. We all help each other, educate people, and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for asking me. So it's a very unique product in that what's in the bottle and what's in the tube and what's in the little vial for the redox serum is called redox signaling molecules. And what's unique about what's in those containers is that they are in us already. So that's why nobody can be allergic to this product. That's why there's no toxicity to this product. That's why it doesn't interfere with medications. It's a very unique advancement. They don't take these molecules out of people. They found a way to create them outside the body. But in the body, our cells make them in our mitochondria. I know we don't want to get too scientific here, and there are videos that explain this in textbooks. But in our mitochondria, we produce a molecule called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. We burn that for fuel. And I was taught in the 80s as a biology major and then in podiatry school that there were little spin-off products called reductants and oxidants that were just a waste product. There was no known function. Your body makes them from saline, literally from sodium, chloride, hydrogen, and oxygen. There was no known function. When I researched this in December of 2010, it was solely for my father. He had a real severe health issue. I was stunned to find that the word reductants and oxidants had been changed in the 90s to redox molecules, and a function was actually found inside the body. They tend to increase intercellular communication, meaning when cells can hear each other when they're talking. And it really comes into play when you have a problem. If you have an injury, the immune system has to hear that there's a problem. The immune system can't get the signal that there's a problem, it can't respond. And so what redox molecules do is amplify and clarify the signaling in the body cells so cells can hear each other. And what happens is when we hit puberty, we start going downhill, and anybody can look back and say, yeah, you're right. 5-year-olds heal faster than 15-year-olds, and 15-year-olds heal faster than 25-year-olds, and 25-year-olds heal faster than 50-year-olds. It's because we're producing less of these molecules throughout our life, and the signaling goes down. So our immune system just cannot respond the way it used to be able to respond. There are other functions of these molecules, and maybe one of the other doctors will go into it, but bottom line is they exist in us. They found a way, this company and team of scientists, to create them outside the body, identical to inside the body. So there's no downside to just supplementing with it and getting our levels back up to where we were when we were younger.
That's perfect. Well said. And you know what, as you said, Dr. Silverman, if any of these other doctors want to jump in and add on, by all means, please do. This is for everybody.
Thank you. I would never want to step on Dr. Silverman's toes. That was a perfect answer. There's nothing to augment.
Absolutely right. You know what was fascinating was that I was watching that video and I saw Dr. Malmed, I saw his eyes. This was before the new products, and they were so swollen, and the lines. Look at his eyes now. I was just like looking, and I said, "Oh my gosh, they're like so different." So we'll get into that though.
Well, I healed up really quickly with the new products in my facelift.
So, Dr. Malmed, could you explain how the ASEA Cellular Health Company is able to make these life-sustaining molecules outside of the body, and what the company's products are able to do for all of us?
Absolutely. Well, I think Dr. Silverman already touched on a bunch of that. I wrote the question, so I guess I'll have to answer it now. So ASEA, the company, back in about 2007, they knew that these molecules were incredibly important. Since they were discovered in '98, people around the world tried to make it some way that it could be commercializable, make it some way so that it was stable, and no one could do that until our atomic medical nanotechnologist, Dr. Gary Samuelson, was able to lead the team of researchers and scientists, and they stabilized exactly what comes out of our mitochondria, as Dr. Silverman explained, and now we have it in our products. So once you can do that and stabilize it, make it available to everyone on the planet, this is an answer to so much for so many. So as Dr. Silverman was talking about, this is the way our cells communicate. So our cells must have these signalers to be able to talk inside of themselves, in between themselves. Nothing gets done without these signalers. No physiology takes place without these signalers. They are the essence of health. If you want to be healthy, you must have a great supply and balance of these molecules. And if you want to restore your health, you must have a great supply of these molecules. If you are low on these molecules, you will be low in your ability to get well and to stay well.
Perfectly said. So, Dr. Silverman, and I'm going to throw this one at you first, but then I'm going to ask the other doctors as well. So, in 5 years with this company, sharing the products with people in 26 countries, what are the most common benefits that you have seen people experience or your patients experience?
Well, as Dr. Malmed says, and I have quoted him several times since last week, you know, we can't say that this product cures anything. But as he said on the stage, in the medical professional panel, long-term use of these products is a 100% cure for one thing, and that's skepticism. That's honest to God, that's what I've seen. Sometimes it's actually strikingly fast. People that are hurting that rub the gel on topical Renu 28, which is proven to work for wrinkles and cellulite and things. But people that rub it on things that hurt 3 times within 6 minutes, by the 10-minute mark, it's about 80 or 90% of the people are extremely stunned. So to kind of answer your question, every health issue that anybody has, a health issue or appearance issue, it can be traced down to the cellular level. We had a meeting tonight, and people stood up and shared what had happened with them over the past 30 days, excuse me, in 90 days, taking the product and putting it on. And the only thing in common between the breathing issues and the digestive issues and the skin issues, the only thing in common is that every issue can be traced down to the cellular level. If you have healthy cells, you have healthy tissue, you have healthy organs. If you don't have healthy cells, you don't have healthy tissue or healthy organs. So since something is so safe, people just baseline everything in their health, and we don't make any claims. They baseline their energy, their sleep, their digestion, their sinuses, whatever it is, and they take the product for 90 days. And like I said in that video, the chips fall where they may, and people see that very, very, very different than anything else they've ever used in their life.
Thanks, Dr. Silverman. Labriolas, doctors.
I actually want to add to that. You know what, Dr. Silverman, Dr. Malmed, you guys are really right. You know, one of the things that we notice is general dis-ease, not disease, but dis-ease in the body reduces actually pretty quick once you're taking the product. And just like Dr. Silverman said, we don't recommend this product on anybody unless they're going to try it for 90 days. And really, it's just because the more you take it, like Dr. Malmed said, it's going to cure your skepticism, and that's the truth. But one of the things we see is just people that are just so, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just uptight and just not feeling well and anxious about it and all this kind of stuff. Everything just starts to relax. And docs, you'll probably agree with me about once they're on it after about 3 days, I call it the ASEA veil. It's like this veil is lifted off their face and like their eyes are open again. And you know, the grayness of their skin has disappeared just from drinking the cellular health product already. And you really can see. And there's been several times where my husband has put one of our patients on the product. I didn't know about it. And then they came in a couple days later. I'm like, something's different. Are you taking ASEA? And they're like, yeah. And honest to goodness, I did not even know about it. So I'm very, very grateful. I was living with dis-ease in my body, and I got to tell you, I don't know where I would be today without ASEA.
Awesome. Dr. Joe, do you have anything to add to that with patients?
Yeah, I mean, from the things that we see, there's three big things that seem to trouble everybody these days. It's sleep, energy, and mental focus or mental clarity. And of the things that I've personally seen and we've seen in our office, if we're looking at our general patient population, I'm sure the other docs would agree on here, everybody seems to have those issues no matter what. Those are things that why we like looking at those things is that they're measurable for people. Because we already know that ASEA, the redox supplement, is doing things on such a deep level that they may not actually see things happening, but we know for a fact that when they say, wow, you know what, I slept a lot better, I slept a lot deeper, I didn't break my sleep, I have energy like I can't believe. These are the measurable things that most people seem to have trouble with, and that's where we always look at those first three and generally get an idea of where they're at.
Awesome, thank you. And by the way, I just have to say, Dr. Joe, Dr. Foster just said, look at Dr. Joe's skin. It's amazing. Dr. P, you always have beautiful skin. Joe, your skin is just...
Trying to catch up is what it is.
You know, it'd be fun. You know, these are archived at the YouTube channel. That's Terri Malmed. Go back and look at some of these a month or two ago and look at everybody's skin and how different everybody's skin looks. You guys look amazing. Nice work. And even you too, Dr. Silverman, you look amazing.
Yes. Starting to feel a little left out here, but that's okay.
We'll get back to questions for you.
Well, it's just because, Joe, you look amazing.
You're just the most beautiful out of all of us, Dr. Silverman. So, you know, we wanted to kind of spread that wealth to everybody else.
I don't know. I see Superman sitting there.
So, Dr. Malmed, do all of these products actually work 100% of the time? And do they have any side effects?
It's a great question. So what's really nice about our company and the research that we continue to do and that we've done in the past is that these products work 100% of the time. It doesn't matter how young you are, how old you are, if you're a newborn, if you're 100 years old, what your ethnicity is, what medications you're on, what conditions you have, nothing matters. The products work 100% of the time. They don't interact with foods or supplements or medications. They don't interact with anything in a negative way. There's never been a negative side effect. It's absolutely amazing that you can have a product that's this powerful with zero side effects, zero toxicity. If your doctors and you want to talk about endotoxicity and cytotoxicity and neurotoxicity, there is none. It's not possible because this is exactly what your body makes. And you can't make this, you can't make yourself allergic, no histamine response, nothing. I know that was pretty medical-ish, and I know that's not even a word, but it's amazing to the medical community that you can actually have this. Most still think it's impossible to have something this powerful with zero side effects. It's amazing.
Thank you so much. Dr. Silverman, can you explain the most recent studies that were performed at the North Carolina Research Laboratory and what those results mean for everyone? Those were big. That was a big study that was done on Oxidative.
Yeah. And the company, a lot of doctors will ask for double-blind studies on disease processes, and the company won't do studies on diseases. This is not a drug, so we don't make claims that it cures, heals, or treats anybody. And they won't do studies on diseases. They'll do studies on processes, and they'll have studies done on processes at independent labs, very well-known labs, for skin issues, athletic performance. And there was one done at the Human Performance Lab on oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is what causes most diseases in the human condition. It's basically rusting, it's oxidation. And if you go to pubmed.gov, which is our nation's Library of Medicine, and you put in the term in search, oxidative stress and the word and you watch what comes up. So this double-blind study proved that there was a significant change in oxidation with people taking this product, 2 ounces twice a day. I believe it was just for 12 weeks, which is it's not that long of a time. That's exactly about 3 months. But that's the minimum amount, 2 ounces twice a day. Double-blind, placebo-controlled study showing that it decreases oxidation. If people don't know what oxidation is, it's a car rusting, a nail rusting. It's cutting an apple open. It looks good, and in about an hour it turns brown. That's the effects. It's called oxidation. And so this kind of explains another facet of what these redox molecules do. And the only place that you can get them is in your body and in the bottle of ASEA or of Renu 28 or the little vial of the redox serum for around the eyes and problem areas. It's just quite remarkable.
Thank you. Dr. Malmed, would you like to talk a little bit about what oxidative stress, what this means for people? You want to add on a little bit to that?
Absolutely. Well, as the oldest person on this panel, the one who's had the most opportunity to oxidize, oxidation is the scourge of the human condition. So as we rust, as Dr. Silverman put it, we are truly rusting. That's what happens. That's as our wrinkles happen, as our organs and our tissues and our cells start to not function that well. That is the oxidative process. And the more we are oxidized, the more inflammation takes place in that area. And when you look at what causes degenerative conditions, it is inflammation. That's why we have blood markers that measure our inflammatory levels, because that's the indicator for our health. And that inflammation is a direct result of the oxidation. So if we can, and we've proven that we can, decrease oxidative stress levels, thereby decreasing the ability for our cells to become inflamed, which will then cause us to degenerate. If we can stop that upstream and downstream in the body, it is an amazing answer. And all the people on this panel, and you don't have to be a doctor to be knowing what's going on here, we see what happens when you decrease oxidative stress. It is absolutely amazing to see what people are able to get better from, that their bodies were not able to help themselves before, and now we can do it by decreasing that oxidative stress level. It was an amazing, powerful study.
Excellent. Thank you. Dr. Silverman, so people want to know, are products certified and by whom? And how important is that? So can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, I think, a lot of times when something seems too good to be true, people say it probably is. And the stories that you hear about this product, it's across the board. I mean, it's not just skin or breathing, or joints. You hear amazing things. And when you go to the internet and you Google search, you see sites saying it's just salt water, don't waste your money. And people don't usually dig deep enough into those sites to see that they have their own agenda. They're selling other products. Or even they're funded by the pharmaceutical industry, and they bash everything. They bash what you do, Foster. They bash chiropractic. They say there's no evidence that it works. They bash acupuncture. There's no evidence that it works. Acupuncture works. It's been working for 4,000 years. I started practicing in '88. It was a joke. Now insurance pays for it. So they steer people away. But the facts are the facts. There are patents on these products. BioAgilytix is a company that certifies for 8 of the top 10 pharmaceutical companies that what they say is in their drug is in their drug. And ASEA doesn't screw around. They take their products to the best. They took it to BioAgilytix and let the chips fall where they may, like I said before, and they verified this is redox molecules. This is not salt and water. And the plant is registered with the FDA. This is serious business. It is. And the people that don't look at it now, I feel badly for them, and I really feel badly for the people that they love, because their cynicism, their non-willingness to dig deeper into this is going to keep them from knowing about it now, which means it keeps the people they love from knowing about it now. So we got the real deal, and if people take a deep enough look, they'll know that. And if they don't, then I feel badly for them and their families. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Said beautifully.
Absolutely. So what I'd like to do now, if everybody's okay, just last week, the company at our annual convention brought out new products. And it was a game changer for our company as well. We've been healing the body from the outside in with the Renu 28, inside out with the ASEA, and as Dr. Pilar and Dr. David are showing, the new serum. So they came out with some new skincare products. Like I said, go back and look at that video that you saw at the beginning with Dr. Malmed. Go look at his eyes. We were lucky enough to have the product a month ago to try it. It is unbelievable what it's been doing to our skin. I'm blown away. I've never been one to like my skin, and I just can't believe the changes. So we're going to show a quick 2-minute video, and then I want to bring on Dr. Pilar and Dr. Joe to discuss that. And again, all of you guys to talk about what this opportunity means for people. Give me 1 second here to share my screen, and hopefully I can do this here. Let's see here. And this is... Okay. Hold on here.
Everyone is born with smooth, resilient skin. Your skin cells provide the fingerprint for this original beauty. Youthful skin cells have great communication skills with redox signaling molecules that enable healthy, consistent renewal. Over time, redox signaling declines, communications break down, and youthful renewal slows to a crawl. By age 50, it can take upwards of 90 days, at least 200% decrease. The result is visibly aging skin. Healthy, youthful skin doesn't need to be a thing of the past. Introducing RenuAdvanced, the first and only redox signaling anti-aging face care system. Get your best skin back in just 3 simple steps. The first step is cleanse. Gentle refining cleanser tones and hydrates as it washes away dirt, oil, and impurities, prepping your skin for redox signaling products. The second step is repair. Start with Renu 28 Revitalizing Redox Gel, the everywhere skin therapy with redox signaling molecules for smooth, toned skin. Apply intensive redox serum to specific trouble areas. This ultra-concentrated anti-aging serum delivers redox signaling molecules for visibly smoother skin in under 30 minutes. The third step is replenish. Our ultra replenishing moisturizer provides native hydration elements, pollution defense, and anti-aging actives for visibly youthful skin. RenuAdvanced combines the best of science and nature. Mindful ingredient selection, safety, and efficacy guide our choices. No drastic measures needed, and there are no irritating ingredients that give only the illusion of improvement. RenuAdvanced provides visible benefits in 30 minutes that build over time for a healthy, youthful appearance. We guarantee. Get your best skin back with RenuAdvanced. Healthy really is beautiful.
Okay, we are back. So I would love to bring on the beautiful, amazing, the Dr. Pilar Labriola. Look at Foster, he was saying, you are beautiful too. You all are beautiful.
That's funny.
Dr. Pilar,
Yes, ma'am.
can you tell us, why do you think the skincare industry is so popular?
First of all, it's everywhere. I mean, and let's face it, nobody likes to age. We're all chasing youth. I'm sorry, that age-old adage of youth is wasted on the young. I mean, we live it every day. We have, I look at these pictures, I look at social media, and so many people are sharing the different procedures they're getting done, and the fillers and the paralytic substances that they're injecting into their body. I mean, they're changing the way they look even at an earlier age now. You're looking, how much you say, a $200 billion global industry worldwide. You go everywhere. You go out to the drugstore, there's all new things. There's serums, there's face washes, there's gels, there's masks. This mask has clay in it. This mask has, you know, salt from the Dead Sea in it. Like this, it's everywhere, and everybody is chasing youth. And you know what? Why? It feels good. You know, when you look in the mirror and you feel like you're 20, and you look in the mirror and that mirror hits you right in the face and says, you're not 20, dude. Like, you don't feel so good about yourself. You know, when you don't feel good about yourself on the inside, you know, what happens on the outside? Things change. Everybody wants to look good. They want to feel good about themselves. They want to be proud of the way they look, proud of the way they feel. And what I find interesting now, and I believe it is partly because of social media, is how much this is occurring at a younger age. And yeah, I mean, everybody's doing it. Like, everybody wants to stay young. We're pickling ourselves.
Right. And what, you're 150?
Yes, I am. As of February.
Knock on good for that.
Yeah. That's right.
Yes. So what is different about our products? So people are going to say, you know, so what? It's another product. What's different about our products, and why would someone want to choose ASEA RenuAdvanced over other products? Because they're very different.
Yeah, they are very different. And, you know, the first thing that you need to understand is our products actually promote healthy cell renewal in a graceful way that your body was meant to do it, Doctor. You're distracting me. I love that stuff.
I'm sorry. I'm so excited about them.
I'm like Bugs Bunny, like floating towards something. I don't know. I'm just like, as soon as I see it. So, you know, the reason your skin, first of all, your skin is important for multiple things, but it's the largest organ of your body, of course. And that your skin is actually the barrier from the outside elements like toxins, pollutions, and all this kind of stuff that's in our environment to the inside of the body. So that skin, that barrier needs to be strong. And so what's going on, and as I was speaking about before, is that you do have a lot of different products and procedures out there. Now, the vast majority of them out there, whether they're prescription, whether they're over the counter, whether they're an injectable, a filler, anything, they all have side effects, right? And so that's one thing that you do have to watch. I mean, I've seen people get stuff done on their face, Terri, you'll agree with me, and, you know, they're black and blue, or, you know, they're puffy. Some of these products, they say, you know, put this on and immediately, you know, you're gonna be unpuffy. Or how about the surgeries that people are getting done? And why are they doing this? Like I said before, you know, we're chasing youth. Now, the problem is this is really damaging our skin on the underneath, right? And over time, what it's doing is it's actually thinning that veil. It's thinning that barrier. So those elements are now easier to get inside. Now, I think you've all seen out there, all you viewers, people whose skin that almost looks see-through. This is somebody whose skin is you know, it's decreasing. And how about like saggy or droopy or anything like that? You're looking at these barriers that are reduced in thickness. You're looking at the possibility of more disease processes getting in your body because you don't have that filtration system anymore. Now, what our products do, and with that, somebody mentioned it before, with the 5-star Dermatest rating, meaning there's no toxicity, okay? What they do is they promote healthy cell renewal, okay? So when you see a change in your skin from this serum and this gel and the moisturizer and the cleanser, it's because it's your cells regenerating the way they were intended to. That is the biggest difference. Our system isn't like anything else. It doesn't create a reaction in the body. What it does is allows your body to literally anti-age and heal. And that's what we want to do. And over time, what that's going to do is going to restore that natural barrier that you have. And, you know, my husband will tell you his story, but I put him on the system on Monday, and, you know, by Tuesday, he's like, I can't believe how smooth my skin feels. Women and men alike, they don't want to age. But you know what? Everybody doesn't want to be toxic either. I mean, we're really paying attention to that in this world lately. Everybody, organic, this, you know, and it's true. You really need to pay attention. So why not add something like this that just restores the body natural immunity, that natural way to heal itself? I mean, I love it. This is it. Like, this is it for me. I'm good. This is it.
I totally agree. And I think, people are, we don't want to look like supermodels. I don't want to look like a supermodel. I want to be the best me that I can be. I want to look like I did 20 years ago. And that's what everybody's trying to do, women out there and men alike. Dr. Foster never used products. He loves these products. He's seeing the change every single day. But people are putting plumpers and fillers and things that are freezing the face. And what that's doing, in the moment, it's working, you guys. But you better go look what you're putting on your skin, because when those fillers and those plumpers and those things that are freezing your face, they wear off, you end up with this thin skin that's actually harming the skin. So is it worth it for 7 hours to go out at night to put something on that gives you an instant facelift that is actually destroying your skin in the end? You have to look at that. So that's what these products are doing, and we're seeing it. It's not an instant thing, but it is actually. Dr. Joe, could you talk about, because as Dr. P said, that you just started these products on Monday, and what you're seeing already?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a battle with dry skin for a really long time, and I'm kind of amazed, to be honest with you, because first of all, it's hard. I just have sensitive skin to begin with, so I've always looked for products that are non-toxic or safe in any way, shape, or form that I could find them. And when you use them, most people would agree that a lot of these moisturizers feel greasy, even though they say that they're safe or they have less chemicals in them. They still feel greasy, or they just don't feel like they're doing anything. And honestly, I started this on Monday night. So I think it's been 3 full days that I've used these products. My skin feels 100% different. As you guys saw, I look different. I look younger, I believe. I hope that's what you were aiming
He looks like Superman.
I look like Superman a little bit. But I've noticed something. Like, I just have noticed that a lot of the dry patches that I had in the past are, in 3 days, they're just gone. My skin feels soft, where I haven't felt that in years. Just the idea that I can actually, just rub my head and not feel like it, it's coarse or something like that. Big difference for me just in 3 days.
Yeah. I'll tell you what too, Terri, one of the things that was big for me, 2 things for him, and this is horrible, but his neck would get so dry that during the day we would have a roller, and it almost looked like Joe had dandruff. He didn't, but that's how dry his neck was. Like, and just from rubbing and adjusting patience, like, it would flake on his scrubs. I said, we're gonna have to get you different scrubs. I mean, and all week, like, I even said to him in the car today, I said, I haven't had to kind of manage that for him one time. I mean, and that's embarrassing, I mean, and we're sharing that with you guys, because that is something that really, he's like, great. I feel bad, but it's true. Like, people deal with this every day. And, one of the things I noticed, and I've been using the system since Thursday night, is that if I ever put eyeshadow on, ladies, I mean, we just love makeup, my eyelids were moving with the brush and staying over there, and they move back and stay over there. And listen, laugh, Terri. I would be like, I'm not wearing eyeshadow anymore. I couldn't put my eyeliner on because it's like a liquid eyeliner, and it would get bumpy, and then I'd have to try to, like, kind of stretch my eyelid to put it on so it didn't look so weird, because all those wrinkles on my eyelids, and I was like getting angrier. And so I noticed this morning, I like go to put eyeliner on, it just smoothly goes right on. Like, what's going on here? So, like, I mess with the brush and my eyelids aren't moving back and forth. And so I mean, to me, guys, like, again, just like before, it feels really good to be on. Like, it really does. So I'm going to stay that way as long as I can.
You know what? This is why we have women talking about this, because I don't know what she's talking about.
No idea.
You know what, ladies? You all do. And you know exactly how that feels when the eye just goes one way and doesn't come back. It's like not cool at all.
That's so great.
Like, at all.
Well, what's funny is that as a man, Foster used body wash with hair, face, and body. forever. Never used anything, and now he uses
Very manly blue too.
Yes, and now he has his own kit. He uses it everything just the way he's supposed to, and he keeps saying, "Feel my skin, feel my skin." It's so
Yes, I also just joined a women's book club.
So, all right, let's get back on track, guys. Here, so let's get the people. What, Dr. Joe? You know, what led you to the opportunity behind ASEA? Not just, I know you had significant health challenges.
Terry, let me just, I'm sorry, I'm driving, but I've got to jump off. I hate to interrupt you. If you want me to stay on and say something before, I'm happy to.
Yeah, talk about the opportunity, Dr. Silverman. Talk about the opportunity, why you feel this is significant, and then we'll bring Dr. Joe back on. Thanks.
Okay, I'm sorry to cut you off, Clark Kent, but I'm late and I've got to jump off. But the opportunity. Say most people initially look at this because they have a health issue, they're getting older, the way they look, or the athletic performance. But in the back of their mind, most people think, gosh, if this is real and it's patented and this company owns the market and we're at the beginning, yeah, I wouldn't mind making some money. I didn't come into this looking for that, but like many people, it was on the back of my mind. And then when the product validated itself, and I got a little more educated about the people running the company, the timing, the market, and I realized this is a very simple business. We say you drink it, you wear it, and you share it. And that's as simple as it is. I could not. And I think most people would love to have more money and more free time. This business, network marketing creates money and time if it's a good product and a good company. But when you have a monopoly, that means you have a very, very long run. People can make enough money to pay for their own product. They can make by sharing it with people. They can make enough money to pay for the product for their entire family, for their parents, the people that they love. They can make enough money to make a car payment every month on a residual basis. This is a business that, because this is a consumable product, you share it with 10 people, they each share it with 10 people, they each share it with 10 people, they each share it with 10 people, and everybody's sharing it with 10 people as an example. That's 11,000 people that are taking this product, and the company will pay you for starting that snowball rolling down the mountain. You get a percentage of the profits there. I mean, the company spends no money on advertising, so we are the marketing arm. We're the marketing backbone, and they reward us for that. So, you know, life goes by fast. Most people aren't going to be on their deathbed and say, gee, I wish I spent more time in my office. Most people are going to say, I wish I spent more time living life. And this business allows people to do that. And it's wonderful. If you start part-time, you can make a little, you can make a lot, and you get to a point where you replace your income. If you want to quit your job because you hate it, you can quit. If you love your job, you do it because you love it. You don't have to worry about the money anymore. And so the business opportunity is a gift for me and my family. And I share it with everybody. If they're interested, great. If they're not, they love the product anyway.
You know what? Thanks, Dr. Silverman. And you know what? I know you could be doing this. You could be doing podiatric surgery and medicine all day long, but you have chosen to do this instead. And you had your own surgical center. So that just goes to show you that a doctor has chosen this company over being a doctor. So we want to thank you so much. We know you're busy sharing these products and this opportunity with the world, and we really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, Dr. Silverman. Thank you so much for being with us.
Hey, Terry, it's been an honor. Thank you, Dr. Malmed, Dr. Labriola. Dr. Labriola, we're going to be doing this for decades, and I love being with you guys and sharing this. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Drive safely.
Thanks.
Dr. Joe, back to you. So can you talk a little bit about this financial opportunity and why this is important to you and not just the health benefits?
Yeah, so one of the things that I think I realized was that people don't wake up in the middle of the night wondering how their redox signaling molecules are doing, or how many they have, or if they have enough to get them through life. They wake up thinking about, you know, their retirement, their taxes, their mortgage. And, you know, right now there are so many excuse me, there's so many groups of people out there that need a solution or an extra solution to the things that they have going on right now, the problems that they have. Think about it. Many baby boomers need an answer for retirement. There's a statistic that came out the other day that there's over 2 million people right now that are working 2 or more part-time jobs, which is basically a combination of one full-time job. That's 2 million people that are looking for a solution. The millennials are they're looking for work-life integration, not so much work-life balance. And in a study that studied them, there were 64% of the millennial generation, which basically runs 18 years old to 34 years old, are looking for ways to improve the world, which is not something that we would have really considered. But when I started looking at it, when we have answers for so many different types of people, the word opportunity to me means empowerment. And it's really just a matter of meeting people where they're at, listening to them, understanding, trying to find out what kind of solutions they're looking for. It's the things that I do every day. I'm sure a lot of other people do as well. And it kind of just fit into my life, and it made a lot of sense as just a natural progression to, I want and need to empower people. It makes me feel good, and I'm sure a lot of other people are looking for that same thing. The money became a nice side effect of that, but it really gave people a lot of hope in a lot of different ways. And I think that that's one of the things that continues to draw me to the opportunity that goes with this, because now we have new products, we have people that are looking younger. It's wonderful, but there's a lot of opportunities out there to really empower people, and that's what's so exciting about it.
Wow, that's a beautifully said.
Nice.
And people think, oh, do you have to be a doctor? No, these doctors are saying, we don't have to be a doctor forever. We want to do this. This is the answer for them. For me, I was a personal trainer with a high school diploma, and now I'm a triple diamond with this company. So it doesn't matter what your age, what your education level, your race, your religion, it doesn't matter. This works for every single person, and this is what I do full time. And just to close, Foster, could you just say, why are you doing this as a business? I know you love chiropractic, but I know that this is your exit strategy.
It is my exit strategy. So I started doing this because of my wife's health. And we didn't do that story at all, but Terri was very ill for years. And after being on this product for 3 days, she got her life back. And we didn't know that it was a health product. We thought it was just for athletics. So it wasn't a placebo. So once we saw that and we got further validation, and I started seeing patients whose lives changed in absolutely impossible ways that no one could have ever imagined before the advent of this product. And once we saw that, and at the time, and the doctors will agree, insurance companies aren't so friendly anymore, and they don't like to pay as much as they used to. And they would love for us to all go out of business so they don't have to pay anyone at all. So as the insurance companies started cutting my legs out inch by inch, and they weren't that long to start, it got pretty bad. And this was our answer as we started to see money coming in. We weren't looking for money, but as patients and as other people in my hospital started buying the product and starting to share it, we made money. And we couldn't ignore it because it was a money source, and now it's on our way to being our primary money source. And without it, I don't know where we would be, probably out on the street. And now we have a pretty amazing life because we saw what it did. We learned from the best. We got to work. We never stop, because we, just like those millennials want to do, we are changing the world one cell, one person at a time. And it is so gratifying. It is just unbelievable. It is a dream.
Dr. P, you get the final word on this.
Imagine that.
I'm squeezing his leg.
It's okay. She's like my little sister.
Thank you very much. You will pay for that.
I will, I know.
So, Terri, you're absolutely right. I think one of the things that's good about being a doctor for this particular type of companies, we get to validate the products for you guys, really. But the validation comes in when, you know, you're changing somebody's life. And I think that that's the most important thing. We don't know, you know, what somebody's dealing with on a daily basis. You know, I shared with you about Joe's skin. He couldn't get past 2 days trying any other product. To have to deal with that every day, and you're helping people and your skin is flaking all over it, that's not something that feels good. Or when your friends are asking you to go to eat and you can't go because you can't afford it, but you're embarrassed. I heard that story this weekend. You know, this woman lost most of her friends because she kept telling them no. Here she was embarrassed. She didn't have money to go out. Like, she couldn't go out and have a drink or a coffee with her friends because she couldn't afford it. You know, and it's not, when it becomes about like contributing to other people's lives and livelihood, things change for you. And really it's about seeing somebody in front of you, again, like Dr. Joe was saying, finding and meeting people where they're at and sharing our story, sharing what we have, and finding out if this is something that can fit into their lives. I'm going to tell you right now, on every level, ASEA will fit in. This company, the opportunity, the products, somewhere in their lives, they're going to want to be this. And I will venture to say that at some point, hopefully everyone on this planet will hear about this stuff, because if you have a body, you were given one body, it's not replaceable. You cannot change parts. I mean, I guess you can, you know, but the point of the matter is that this is a tool. And when I see people that are stuck in their bodies and they can't do things in life and they're stressed out, and sometimes that's even because of money, it breaks my heart. And I know that we have an answer. So I'm grateful for this company. I'm grateful for the products. I'm grateful for my friends that have shared it with us. And I'm grateful for all those people that are going to be opening to listening to us, because we have a message.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautifully said. So thank you so much, doctors and Dr. Labriola.
Doctor.
Okay, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Silverman. Thank you, Dr. Malmed. Thank you for everybody for being here. Please get back to the person that invited you to this presentation and let them know how you would like to get started, whether it's cellular healing from the inside out, cellular healing from the outside in, beauty and anti-aging, athletic performance, opportunity. We are here to help you. We're a family here at ASEA. That's our culture. And we hope that you will join us. So everybody have a great night. Thanks, guys, and have a great night. See you later.
Guys, save the world.
Thank you, Terri.